Oh, reading is fun and math is great, but now it's time for art with Miss Kate.
Thank you for the beautiful theme song. Today, Emmy Lou and I are going to read a book that my practicum student showed me called The Rabbit Listened. And it's a really wonderful story, and it's about listening and empathy. And those are two qualities that are very important and often underrated. So I want to do a little lesson about them. The Rabbit Listened by Corey Dorfield. One day, Taylor decided to build something new, something special, something amazing. Taylor was so proud. But then, out of nowhere, things came crashing down. The chicken was the first to notice. Cluck, cluck, what a shame. I'm so sorry this happened. Let's talk. Cluck, 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 let's talk about it. But Taylor didn't feel like talking, so the chicken left. Next came the bear.
Grr, arr, how terrible, I bet you feel so angry. Let's shout about it. Grr, arr, grr.
But Taylor didn't feel like shouting, so the bear left. The elephant didn't know what to do.
I can fix this. We just need to remember exactly the way things were.
But Taylor didn't feel like remembering, so the elephant left. One by one they came. The hyena, let's laugh about it. The ostrich, let's hide and pretend nothing happened. The kangaroo, tisk tisk, what a mess. Let's throw it all away. And the snake, shh, let's go. Knock down someone else's. But Taylor didn't feel like doing anything with anybody, so eventually they all left until Taylor was alone. In the quiet, Taylor didn't even notice the rabbit, but it moved closer and closer until Taylor could feel its warm body. Together, they sat in silence until Taylor said, "Please stay with me." The rabbit listened. The rabbit listened as Taylor talked. The rabbit listened as Taylor shouted. The rabbit listened as Taylor remembered and laughed. The rabbit listened to Taylor's plans to hide, to throw everything away, to ruin things for someone else. Through it all, the rabbit never left. And when the time was right, the rabbit listened to Taylor's plans to build again. "I can't wait," Taylor said. "It's going to be amazing." Now, there's a lot of art projects you could do based on this book, my friends. One of them would be if you have building blocks or any sort of building tools in your home, Duplos, Legos, wooden blocks, magnet tiles, would be to build a sculpture. All of my building tools are at school in my art room, because when we shut down, I had no idea how long we were going to be closed for, and I didn't bring them all home. Let me show you many choices for how you can pursue this project. Here I did the kangaroo with watercolor and Sharpie. Here I did the chicken with Sharpie and paint stick. Here I did the elephant with colored pencil and Sharpie. Here I did a bunny with regular old marker. Now, you might even want to do an animal that's not in the book, or, as I said, create a sculpture. Here I made a three-dimensional rabbit, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today, because I think the drawing parts you can figure out on your own. So I save toilet paper rolls because you can use them for lots of stuff. And I have one here, and I'm going to show you how I made this little guy. So the first thing I did was draw a face. And your face, your rabbit, your creation, and you don't have to make a three-dimensional rabbit. Maybe you want to make a turtle or a snake or something else. You're the artist. You always decide. When we do art at home, I don't know what kind of art supplies you have. So it's always choice in terms of art. I hope everybody understands that by now. That's important. Now I'm going to draw some little hands coming down. Okay. And I'm going to draw his hind legs. And I made a little mistake on his nose, but I'm going to keep going. I don't usually throw my art away when I make mistakes because I've learned that very often people don't notice them. Now I want to show you a trick for making my ears. This is junk mail. Very often I get kids saying, I can't do the lesson because I don't have any special art paper. You really don't need special art paper. I very often use junk mail, paper bags, pizza cardboards. I use all kinds of supplies that we have that we would normally recycle. And then I draw this ear right here. And as you probably noticed, I folded this. Okay, I already folded it. Now I'm going to cut out my ear. And what I'm going to do is make two ears that are exactly the same because of this little trick. Do your ears have to be the same? Absolutely not. But I thought I might as well teach you a technique. There, they're the same. And now I'm going to color them and glue them on and color my bunny and glue on my bunny's tail. And then I'll be finished. So, of course, what if you get an idea I didn't talk about? Like what if you don't want to do a sculpture with your building blocks? You don't want to make a three-dimensional creature with a toilet paper tube? You don't want to make any of the animals I drew? You want to make something else? Like for instance, I didn't draw the snake. Maybe you want to make a Play-Doh snake. Is that okay? Absolutely. When we do art at home, you have to do it in a way that works for you. Now we're going to do some pretending because I don't like my lessons to be too long because I think people get bored. So see how this little guy is colored in? We're going to pretend I colored in him the very same way. All right? So now I've got a tail and two ears to glue on. So to glue on the tail, I just turn around my bunny, put some glue here where I want the tail to be, put my cotton there, and you probably remember this from when we did art in the art room. You're going to need to let it dry before you play with it. But now you have a bunny who can listen to you, or whatever creature you make. Say you feel like you want someone to listen to you. Now you've made something that can listen to you. You have your own listening friend. There you go. And as soon as Bunny is dry, Bunny would be ready to play with. And even while Bunny's drying, Bunny can listen to you. Bunny doesn't even need to be dry to listen to you. So there you go, my friends. I look forward to what you do with this project. And thank you, Mr. S., for the wonderful book. I miss you all. Happy creating. Bye-bye.